Hello, welcome to the Cup Night channel. This reading will be for Gemini for the month of April 2025. Before we get started, I just want to mention I am doing this reading right before the Virgo full moon lunar eclipse, the blood worm moon. There's a couple of other cultural names for the March moon that I find are pretty fun, such as the moon of winds, moon of the whispering winds, little sandstorm moon, sap moon, and the crow moon. I'll put a list of all the different names that I found down in the description in case you're interested in looking further into any of those. If you're watching this before the lunar eclipse has happened, it starts at about 3:58 universal time and ends around 10, about 6 hours in total. The peak of it is at about 6:26 UTC and goes until about 7:31 UTC. So convert that to your local time and definitely check it out if you can. For me, it's going to be really early morning hours, but I think I might stay up to witness it because, yeah, I feel like I should. I'm pretty excited about it. So anyway, let's get started. I'm going to do an elemental tarot reading. So these paintings that I've done here kind of represent different elements. We got fire, water, air, and earth. They're arranged according to the zodiac. So cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. And we will draw a tarot card for each one to kind of give us a thematic starting point for the reading. All right, one more time. Oh. Okay. There we go. All right, let's see what we got for fire. We've got the Knight of Cups. Hey, there's the channel card. All right, awesome. And then for water, we've got the Nine of Wands. For air, we've got the Three of Cups. And for earth, we've got the Two of Pentacles. Cool. And then on the bottom, the Five of Pentacles. All right. Keep that in mind. Now let's draw some cards from the Waite Smith Rider deck here, just to tell us about the progression of April from March into April. Oh, hey, all right. Well, we've got the Four of Pentacles popping up there, along with the Five of Wands. We'll take them. And I'll just draw one more. Oh, and there it is. Okay. Eight of Swords. All right. Cool. And then on the bottom, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. All right. Love to see it. Cool. All right. So just looking at everything in general really quickly here, I want to take a look at all the elemental energy that we have. I was seeing a lot of earth and water initially. So we've got water, water. So we got two water cards. We've got some earth, 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 earth. We got four earth cards, a lot of earth energy. So a lot of material matters coming into April, throughout the month of April. Okay. And then, let's see, we've got fire, fire, two fire cards, and one air. All right. Yeah, so it seems like there's a lot of like really grounding energy here, really material energy with all these pentacle cards. And then there's not a lot of mental energy here, but it seems like what is present might be a bit of a warning. Here, we'll go over that. And then you have 2 fire and 2 water cards. So your passion, your creativity, and your emotional, spiritual natures are kind of like balanced. Seems like they'll be really balanced throughout the month of April. So that's good to see. Okay, let's start here. This is kind of the past, so this would be referring to March coming into April. So in the past, we've got the Knight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So it seems like there was some like emotional, spiritual, maybe even creative things coming into your life with this Knight of Cups, especially being in the element of fire. It could have been something somebody brought to you or that you brought to someone else in your life, or just, thoughts that you haven't necessarily acted on yet, because although there is some earth energy here, so maybe you did act on them already. With the Four of Pentacles is a very steady, stable energy here. So it seems like something maybe foundational might have happened in March going into April. And if you're watching this video while we're still in March, then definitely think about like what new things have come into your life. Has anything solidified in your life recently? Projects, creative works, money, jobs, stuff like that. And it seems like coming out of March into April, there's kind of this like underlying feeling of not having enough or being in a state of like lack. And the Five of Pentacles is always kind of saying like, help is there. You just need to ask for it. You need to look around and see where can you get help, and also be willing to accept help when you do need it, Gemini. So going further into out of March into April, we've got this Five of Wands energy. So there could be a lot of competing energies around you throughout the month of April. And then underpinning that down here in the water element, so you got the Nine of Wands, which is like, kind of like battle fatigue, especially paired underneath this Five of Wands. It might be kind of a tough month for you, Gemini, not gonna lie. It's kind of seeming that way. Moving even further into the future here, you've got the Eight of Swords. This is that, that mental kind of binding of yourself. You might be struggling with something that you just can't get out of your head, and you got to realize that maybe reprocessing the same information over and over and over again is not going to free you from it. The only thing that's going to free you from it is taking physical action. Like you can see she's surrounded by all these swords, but she's just standing still. She's blindfolded. She's stuck in her head. But really all she needs to do is kind of shimmy up against one of these swords and she can break herself free, remove the blindfold, and then go on, So keep that in mind. Don't try not to be too stuck in your thoughts. Ultimately, though, this is really nice to see in, kind of like moving well into April. You've got the Three of Cups, which is, it's the card of celebration, right? It's like getting together with your friends and celebrating something. Maybe it's you overcoming a lot of this conflict that you have going on here. It's through conflicts that we grow as people. So it's not a bad thing that these energies are present. We all go through things like this at different points in our lives. So it's just, getting through it. And really the Nine of Wands is kind of that card of resolve. It's like, look, he's already been through all these other things behind him. He's already accomplished these other passions and endeavors, and he's still holding on to this one. And even though he's injured, he's standing, tall and proud, standing his ground. So you might be feeling a little emotionally battered down here in the water element. But this is a very hopeful card. You're almost there. It's a 9. The next step is the 10, which is the end and the beginning of something else, right? So, yeah, I feel like a lot of things could be wrapping up for you in April. And then overall, you've got the Two of Pentacles in the Earth energy. This is that like balancing energy. So I think this could be kind of speaking to things that are physically affecting you during the month of April. Kind of just like balancing those with the emotional side of things and just keeping those together in line through all of the conflict that you're experiencing. And underneath all of this, we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is material abundance. Could be financial or related to like property or just anything material in your life. This is like having it all and being content with it. Yeah, so that's really lovely to see kind of underneath everything here. Okay, so yeah, I think, just fair warning, this April might be a challenging month for you, Gemini, but I think you're going to be just fine. Let's get some advice from the Thoth deck and the Tree of Life Oracle cards that I have here. We'll do some advice for your private life and some advice for your public life for the month of April. All right. All right, so we got the 6 of Swords down here. That's great. That's some balanced mental energy. And we've got the 2 of Discs up here, or the 2 of Pentacles, right next to the 2 of Pentacles over here. Look at that. And then let's see what oracle cards we get for you, Gemini. Then we will talk about them. Okay, so we've got the 22nd path on the Tree of Life: justice or adjustment, karmic adjustment, balance, and objectivity. And then for your public life, we've got the whole Tree of Life. Look at that. Support, connection, maps. All right, let's start with the private life advice down here. We've got the 6 of Swords along with Justice. I mean, these cards are really both balanced cards. I mean, she's literally weighing a heart against a feather here. And this card is, it's balanced mental energy. It's Mercury and Aquarius. So I think the advice here is kind of speaking to this 8 of Swords here. It's really about getting that mental energy in line with your heart. I think this is, even the 6 of Swords is kind of pointing to the center of the cross here. All of these swords are in harmony with each other, and they're all kind of like resting within this middle, the heart of the cross here. So I think this is really just saying that like your intellect is not always going to save you, and it can actually end up really hurting you. So sometimes you need to reach deeper within. You need to go deeper within to get that clarity that you need, to get that 3 of Cups situation. So yeah, take some time, listen to your feelings, listen to your feminine side. Not everything is so mental in life. You got to balance. And that leads us to the public life advice here. We've got the Tree of Life and the 2 of Discs. yeah, you know, this is balancing the changes that are happening to you. You can see here the Two of Discs in the Thoth deck is about change, kind of like a cyclical balancing of the yin and the yang, the masculine and feminine energies. And then the Tree of Life is about support and connection. It's the whole tree kind of operating together. It is all aspects of life coming together. So I think the advice here is that through all of this conflict and change throughout the month of April, you need to rely on all of your faculties, not just the mental energy here. This Eight of Swords card is really sticking out. Actually, these two, the Five of Wands and the Eight of Swords cards, are really sticking out to me in this reading, especially with the Five of Pentacles that was kind of underneath all of the elemental cards as well. Yeah, don't try to do it all yourself, especially strictly through the mind. Use all of your faculties. You can see this Tree of Life has overlaid this human body here who's sitting in a place of rest, and all of these spheres are kind of resonating with each other. They're balanced. And that can bring you to a state of peace and harmony, which again is here in the future. So yeah, these advice cards are really, yeah, they're really kind of keying into this idea of put the swords down, like you know, get yourself out of your head, and that might end up resolving some of the a lot of the conflicts you're having throughout the month of April. So there you go, Gemini. I think that about wraps it up. Thank you for being here with me. I hope this advice can help you in the coming month of April. And, you know, please do all the things like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you're watching this before the Virgo lunar eclipse in March, tell me what you think, what you expect from it. Or if you're watching it after, tell me what happened. What do you feel like came of it for you? Otherwise, just leave me a comment about anything. Yeah, thank you so much for being here, and have a great April.